What up, cool world? It's the homie Jenderson, and this will be another edition of Upper Echelon Unlimited. So I ain't tagged shit, but I made the title of this one, and it's just like really real. Like, you need people you care about when you don't want to care about anybody, and like it's a two-sided coin. Like when you're in that dark place or you're in a negative or toxic relationship or whatever situation may be, like the feelings that you go through are way different than when you come out of that and you're moving towards a better life and a better you and a new you, and you don't really know how to live that life. It's important that you have people. It's important that I can't say you. It's important that I have people that I genuinely care about. And when I say that, it's like my family, my sons, the friends and relationships that I have today. Because like these people genuinely want to see me in a better place without wanting something from me, whether it be time, attention, or some kind of personal gain. And for me, it's like taught me and kind of laid a blueprint as to be a better person and to have positive relationships, how to have positive relationships. Um, it also makes me aware of my bullshit, things that I need to work on, things that either I'm going to be willing to change and lose a relationship with those people or work on within myself, not for the sake of keeping that relationship, but for the sake of having peace and happiness in order to have any kind of relationship with anyone. Like the people in my life today allow me to see the need for me to work on those things. Um, my kids, like on some real shit, like I think because how my kids look at me matters more to me than how I look at myself. Um, like before getting clean, I never thought about how my kids felt when I got fucked up. Like for real, like I never thought about it. I never thought about like how that actually made my kids feel. And this go around, it's different. Like it's different. Like it's not just the responsibility of needing to do better for myself, but it's an obligation knowing how that feels, knowing that I was a child of addicts and not wanting to care about somebody, how that feels. Caring about somebody and not wanting to care about somebody, knowing how that feels. That shit changed. Like it makes it enables me to do work that's uncomfortable and I've been unwilling to do in the past. But in order to live the life that I want to live, and it's not about having shit, it's about being happy, joyous, and free. But in order to get that result, then I'm gonna have to do some things that make me uncomfortable. Now, getting up and going to work every day, that ain't shit. That ain't shit. But doing the inner work on me and getting 100% honest with myself about like my fears and trauma and other bullshit and unpassed, healed shit that like I've suppressed and don't want to talk about, and anger and heartache. Like that's some shit that I'm gonna have to approach if I really want to heal and like honestly can live up to being the person that the people that I care about deserve. You know what I mean? And it's not even a matter of can I do it, but just the having to do it. It's not even I get to do it. You know what I mean? Like I actually get to improve my life, but it's all due to the choices that I'm gonna make. Um, I keep saying this shit all the time. I'm not perfect, blah blah. Who the fuck is? But the thing is, am I gonna settle for not being perfect, or am I going to choose to commit to doing the things that I have to do consistently? And then the clouds clear, if that makes sense. Like I was saying tonight, like I remember like being for real, you know, living with strangers, not having shit, blah 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 blah, and like having this sense of peace because I knew I was working on being a better me, you know. And then fast forward 6 months, a year down the road, and I'm in a way better position, and I have way more opportunity to do better, but I'm doing less work, you know. And I think that that's really where the complacency and the unhappiness and the sabotaging thoughts and saying that bullshit comes into play, is because it's not that I'm lazy. I get comfortable and then like I'm scared to change parts of me that I really need to change just because I'm used to being that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And then also there's a part of me that's like, well, what if I don't like who I am if I try this other shit? But then I'm like, I'm not happy with the way things are now, so it would only make sense to try something different to get a different result. And it's not about trying different people, it's not trying different places. It's doing the inner work to have a better understanding of how I think and how I move and why I keep attracting the same type of motherfuckers when I know what a motherfucker's about before I even get into it with them. You feel me? But I still keep, you know what I mean? Like that type shit. You know what I mean? Which means that there's something about me I gotta change. You know what I mean? Um, and the good people in my life allow me to see the changes that I need to make, if that makes sense. You feel me? You know, the good people in my life see that I care and I have a concern about my actions. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna be perfect in my actions, but it means that I will make amends for my fuck ups. I might not do it according to their time because they my fuck ups. I might not be able to. They might not even forgive me. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I have to forgive me, and I have to be good with my progress. I have to be good with my investment in me. If I'm not good with my investment in me, then I won't get the returns that I need to get. And it's not about validation or self-approval or nobody loving me. Like, I got to wake up every day and love me. And I don't just mean I got to wake up every day and feel good about me. I got to wake up every day and do shit that shows that I love me, which means I got to invest and take care of shit that's going to help me to see that I'm lovable. Um, that I don't feel shame and guilt about my actions. You know what I mean? Fucking, I could live list 1,000 different reasons of shit of my fuckery, but I'm not gonna do that. But what I can say is that every day I can work on shortening that list on a consistent basis. Um, but yeah, so you know, I'm really terrible about pushing good people away. And sometimes I do it consciously, sometimes I do it subconsciously. But really, what it really boils down to is I want to be alone so I can do dumb shit. Like, I don't want to have to think about how my actions affect anybody else. And that's fucked off because you can't do that as a parent. You can't do that as a boyfriend or a husband, as a spouse, as a son. Like, you don't get that. You don't get that privilege. Like, that's what makes you a selfish addict, or you know what I mean, insecure. Like, it's those choices that make it where we can't live up to our fullest potential. But I think that, like, for me, ultimately, the good people in my life help me have a better relationship with myself, because I've been a selfish motherfucker for a long time. Like, even in relationships, like, I never done nothing for nobody to make them feel good. Making them feel good made me feel good, if that makes sense. You feel me? Like, today I understand to be genuine and sincere with my actions, and like just do things because they're kind. Just do things because to put a smile on someone's face, not for some ulterior fuckery motive. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm grateful for the good people in my life. Um, you are loved, you're appreciated, and you're priceless to me. You guys saved my life, some literally and some in a sense of just a kind word here or there, or uplifting my spirit. So I don't know why, and I say this shit all the time, I don't know why my creator keeps me here. I've OD'd probably, I don't know, 3-4 times. Um, Not to mention like all the other dumb shit I've been through, you know. And for some reason, I keep getting one more chance, and I got an obligation to do more with that one more chance. Um, and I think that, like, someone said, I don't think that the good people in my life are there to catch me, but I think that they're there to remind me that that I don't have to fall. If that makes sense. Live life of peace. Stay prayed up. Get your weight up and prepare for war at all times. These are the facts for matters, and you better know it. If ain't nobody told you today, thank you, Lakia. If ain't nobody told you today, you're awesome, you're amazing, and you're a magnificent motherfucker.